Chapter 9. Visiting Vora. Third POV. After I gave orders to the kitchen, I told Rigard that I would be gone for a while. Then I go to the imaginary space where Vora and Ifrit is. "Oh, Rimuru, you didn't tell me you're going to visit Kuhahaha," Vora greeted me. "It's a pleasure to be visited by you, Rimuru-sama," Ifrit said. "I will give him a material body when I free Vora, so there's someone who will watch over Vora while I'm doing something." "Sorry I didn't quite inform you," I said. "Kuhahaha, it's alright, you can visit anytime you want," Vora said to me happily. "Speaking of visiting, Rumina's visited about 2 days ago," I said while looking at Vora. "Kuhahaha, yeah, I know, sorry about that," he said proudly. "Geez, when I set you free you should apologize to her," I said. "Vora will just make Rumina's more angry like last time because of how he will apologize, but thanks to Ciel, I have now a solution." "Kuhahaha, I will," he replied to me. "Here, take this and read it well," I said. The book I gave to him is about to apologize to a lady and how to act more maturely so the next time he sees his sisters, he won't be beaten up by them. "Oh, what is this? Maybe I read this after you go back to the town," Vora said. "You better read it so Rumina's anger towards you lessens a bit," I said. "Yes, I approve of what Rimuru-sama said to you, Vora-sama," Ifrit said. "Oh, I almost forgot, here's some snack I bring for the two of you," I said and gave them a basket of sweets. "Oh, thank you, Rimuru." Kuhahaha, Vora laughed loudly after saying that. "Well, I will be taking my leave now, I see you two later," I said and stand up. "Kuhahaha, I see you again later, Rimuru," Vora said. "Rumina's on her throne. So that lizard is gone, but not for long, but it's quite strange, how did that person know who I am?" "Rumina's-sama, is there something bothering you?" Roy asked Rumina's. "Just some small things," Rumina said. "I see, if there's something you need just call me," Rumina's-sama, Roy said and left. Hinata entered the throne room. "Rumina's-sama, is it true that the storm dragon is gone?" Hinata asked. "Yes, but not for long, he will be resurrected after some time," Rumina said. "The Eastern Empire will use this opportunity to make a move," Hinata said. "Maybe, but they won't just make a move without a massive preparation," Rumina said. "So are we gonna tell the Western nation about the disappearances of the storm dragon?" Hinata asked. "There's no need, they probably know by this time," Rumina said. "Is that so?" Hinata said. "Maybe something will happen that will take my interest," Rumina said and smiled. "Pardon me?" Hinata asked. "Nothing, just talking to myself, and by the way, there's something you need to do, right?" Rumina said, and Hinata nodded and left. "That being how interesting he. Rimuru come back. That's quite a trip, now time to go to the training ground," I said to myself and headed towards the location of Hakuro and Benimaru. I was surprised to see Shizu as well on the training ground. She's just practicing with a wooden sword. "Rimuru-sama, you've returned," Benimaru greets me. "Yeah, so how's the training going?" I asked. "It's quite good, Hakuro is training them very well," Benimaru said, while Gobtiv and the other goblins were running away from Hakuro. "Then they take a small break after that hell." "Rimuru-sama, I didn't know you use a sword," Hakuro asked. "Now that I think of it, I have never seen you with a sword, Rimuru-san," Shizu said. "If I may, can I take a look at your sword, Rimuru-sama?" Hakuro said. "It's okay, here, I give him my sword." And they were all shocked at what they saw. I can't blame them, my sword Tempest is the strongest out there, and it even got stronger after Ciel put some upgrades on it. Ciel always impressed me. Phew, I'm amazing, aren't I, master?" I know," I said to her, making her happier. "This sword is out of this world, Rimuru-sama," Hakuro said. It's so beautiful and has a strong aura," Shizu said. "Well, it's my sword after all," I said, and Hakuro gave back my sword. Ho, I can't wait to see you use that sword, Rimuru-sama," Hakuro said. "Thank you," I replied. Then they go back to training. I always look at Shizu-san for some reason, but when she is going to look in my direction, I quickly look at the goblins so she doesn't notice. And Ciel on the other side is reading some manga. That's quite strange, she doesn't quite read the manga. Chapter 10. Preparation Part 1. We are now preparing for the orcs. Because I didn't fall asleep, I was able to make a plan for the attack. And then I visit Kurab and Kajin to check on the weapons that the goblins will use in this fight. To my surprise, I see Hakuro, Gobta, and Shizu in the workshop. "Good morning, Rimuru-sama," Hakuro greet me. "Why are you here, Rimuru-sama, is there something you need?" Kurab asked me. "No, I'm just checking the weapons that the goblins will use," I replied. "Ah, don't worry, Rimuru-sama, everything is going well," Kajin said. "I see," I said and look at them. "So why are you three over here, aren't you three supposed to be on a break?" I asked them. Hahoho, Lady Shizu wants to sharpen her sword, so we escort her here, Hakuro said, while Gobta is just poking every sword he sees. I see, so is everything going alright, Shizu-san, I ask her, but then. Hey. Yes, everything is fine. She said. Her face is red for some reason. I see, I said to her, did I scare her or something? Kajin, Kurab, and Hakuro giggle at the same time, making Shizu-san even more red. Well, I be checking the wolves now, see you later, I said and go to the place where all the dire wolves are resting. In the workshop of Kurab and Kajin. Ho, you got really nervous, Lady Shizu, Hakuro said to me. You can relax now, Lady Shizu, Kurab said. Kurab-san is right, Rimuru-sama is not near here anymore, Gobta said. I sighed after hearing those words from Gobta. I was caught off guard, I didn't expect Rimuru-san will visit Kurab-san workshop. Haha, you quite nervous there, Lady Shizu, Kajin said and sat on a chair. Before I finished my words. Ho, just say your feelings already, Lady Shizu, don't wait for a long time, you might end up like me, Lady Shizu, Hakuro said. Master is right, Lady Shizu, you don't want to end up like an old ma. Before Gobta finished the word, Hakuro put his sword on Gobta's neck. I don't know about that, there are girls that are more beautiful than me like Shuna and Shion, I'm not in their league, I said looking down at the floor. Haha, so you don't know, Lady Shizu, Kajin said. Know about what? I asked Kajin, and then he give me a serious face but not scary. Well, better tell you about this, Lady Shizu. Listen, Rimuru-sama love all people here equally, but the way he treats you, Lady Shizu, is different, he said. What are you saying, Kajin-san? Rimuru-san treat me like how he treat all of you, I said. Haha, that's where you are wrong, Lady Shizu, Kajin said laughing. Ho, Kajin-san is right, Lady Shizu, Hakuro said. It's like they know something. Is there something you all know that I don't? I asked them and their face turned pale. Sigh, okay, Lady Shizu, we will tell you, Kajin said. Rimuru-sama always looks after you every day, making sure you are safe and in good health. He hasn't missed a single day doing that. And the last one, Kajin said, and I want to hear the last one. Rimuru-sama has been in love with you for a very long time now, Kajin said. After hearing those words, my heart beat even faster. Faster than before, it's like gonna explode. This is the first time I feel this, it's like a very warm feeling. Then they all look at me for some reason. Ho, Lady Shizu, maybe try to show a little hint to Rimuru-sama, Hakuro said out of nowhere. Master is right, kiss him on the spot, Gobta said, and Hakuro kicked him, sending him into a hole. Hey. But how, I asked. Try making Rimuru-sama some food, that's the most common thing, Kurab said. Maybe that's a good start, but what do I cook? Meanwhile, in the imaginary space where Voldora and Ifrit is in. Kuahaha, quite a problem, don't you think, Ifrit, Voldora said. Indeed, Voldora-sama, Ifrit replied with approval to what Voldora said. I didn't know that woman Shizu is in love with my sworn friend, Kuahaha, Voldora said happily. I too didn't know. Lady Shizu always looked at her goals, not giving any attention to anything like this, but this time Ifrit replied. Well, like what they say in Rimuru's old world, love is on the A. On the what again? Voldora said. On the air, Voldora-sama, Ifrit replied. Right, Kuahaha, and also why this book that Rimuru gave me have elves' photos, Voldora asked Ifrit. I don't know either, Voldora-sama, maybe Rimuru-sama just really like elves, Ifrit said. Achoo. Rimuru-sama, do you catch a cold? Ranga asked. No, maybe there are some people talking things about me, Rimuru said. Chapter 11. Preparation Part 2. The next day I decided to get up early because I wanted to walk around the town. Then I sat on the chair that I take out from my stomach. Such a peaceful town, I will never gonna get bored with this, I said to myself. You are right, Master, peace cannot bore people. You got that right, Ciel, nothing beats peace, I replied to what Ciel said. I stand up and walk to the forest. Ciel, how many more months are left before I go to Ingrassia? I asked Ciel. You still have a year and 5 more months, Master. I see, well, that's not a long time after all, I said. In the previous timeline, Kenya, Alice, Gale, Ryota, and Chloe all evolved to become a saint. They no longer have lifespan back then. They stop aging when they reach the age where their body is at its full potential. But they still act like kids. Chloe is excluded because she's more adult than those 4. Well, better get back to the town, I said and walked back to the town. Flying is kinda boring, I wanted to see the beauty of nature, so I decided to walk. By the way, Ciel, is Ramrus strong? I asked her. That question just came out of me somehow. The individual name Ramrus is as strong as Guy Crimson, But due to many reincarnations her power shattered, and she can only use that power again after 1000 years have passed because her power reunites a couple of times, and after the time limit is met the power of the fairy queen will shatter again. I can reconstruct her power and make it permanently united, can I? I asked Ciel. Yes master, there's nothing you can do. Well, when Ramisis decided to live here I will reconstruct her power so she can protect all those special people for her, I said. Excellent idea master. Thank you Ciel, I replied to her words. Shizu's dream. Shizu is standing in a place where there are only 2 chairs and 2 cups of tea, and then a lady comes out of nowhere. Shizu, you've grown to a beautiful woman, a mysterious woman said. Who are you? I asked her, and when she walked towards me I got shocked to what I saw. Hey, you don't recognize your mother, Shizu's mother said. Tears drop to Shizu's eyes after she sees her mother in front of her. She immediately hugs her. She can't stop crying because she finally saw her mother even if it's a dream. I miss you so much mother, I said while crying. It's okay now, I just came by to visit you in your dreams, Shizu's mother said. But why? I'm not opposed to it, but still why now, I asked mother. Let's just say I've always watched over you, and then I decided to talk to you because you're quite having a huge problem, mother said to me. But what problem is she saying? It's about the person you've fallen for, Shizu mother said, and my face all turned red. I'm shocked at what my mother said to me. You know, if I give you a grade on how you have been doing with that person, it's gonna be a 0 for me, mother said, and I looked down after she said those words. I know I'm just an ordinary girl, even the title Conqueror of Flames means nothing when it comes to this, I replied to mother. Just take some time, but not long. If you want to tell him what you feel, all you need is to make up both your heart and mind, then tell him how you feel about him, mother said. Do you think I can do it, mother? I asked her, then she smiled at me. Of course, just make sure you don't embarrass yourself, okay, mother said. I will, I said and gave her a hug, and the next thing I noticed was that it was already morning. Thank you mother for the advice, I said while looking at the bright blue sky. Chapter 12. Shizu's confession. I've been trying to pull myself together to say my feelings to Rimuru-san, but I've always failed because of nervous. I just can't do it for some reason. Then my mother gave me some advice, and when I wake up, I've gathered all my courage. This day will be the day I will tell Rimuru-san about my love for him. I said all those in a loud and proud voice, but I didn't think that there would be some people around the house. Kaia, Lady Shizu has finally decided, Haruna said happily. I was confused when I first heard it, and when I looked where the voice came from. It's from Haruna with other goblinas, and they're also with Hakuro and Kurob-san. Ho, such strong statement, Lady Shizu, Hakuro said. Indeed, Kurob said. Did you all hear everything? I asked, embarrassed. Yes, loud and clear, Lady Shizu, Haruna said. Why the hell did I shout that loud? Forgive me mother, but it seems I embarrassed myself already. We will help you, Lady Shizu, with your confession. All of us will help you, Haruna said, while the other goblins were cheering. I will find a perfect place for this event. Then Haruna takes Lady Shizu and makes sure she's ready. Kurob, help me make something. Hakuro said. Wait, I said, but Haruna pulled me outside of the house. Haruna and the goblinas gave Shizu the perfect clothes for her plan of confession. Kuro makes a bench, and Hakuro puts it on top of a hill where there's a lot of flower and has a perfect view when the sun sets down. I didn't know you have a lot of knowledge when it comes to romantic stuff, Hakuro-san, Kurob said. Believe it or not I do, Hakuro said. Now then, the last thing you need is to get Rimuru-sama here, am I right? Kajin said. When Kurob and Hakuro heard it, they all looked back and saw Kajin there. Kajin-san, I didn't know you here, and what are you talking about bringing Rimuru-sama here? Kurob said, trying to lie about their plan. There's no need to lie, Kurob-san, I already know about this preparation, Kajin said. You're quite the sharp one, Kajin-san, Hakuro praised Kajin. Not that much, Kajin replied. So who's gonna get Rimuru-sama? Kurob asked. Don't I will get Rimuru-sama here, Kajin said. Thank you for the help, Kajin-san, Hakuro thanked Kajin. There's no need to thank me, this is the only thing I can do to help, Lady Shizu, Kajin said. Now let's finish all of this and get to the plan, Hakuro said, and the two nodded. Meanwhile, in the room where Shizu and the goblinas are. Do I need to dress up? I asked them, and they look at me. What are you saying, Lady Shizu? Of course you do, you gonna confess your feelings to Rimuru-sama, that's why you need to look good, Haruna said. But before I was able to say the next word, they look at me again. No, but Lady Shizu, and then they all get back on dressing me up. Why did it all ended up like this? I shouldn't have said that out loud. I just hope they don't watch. They won't watch, would they, because that's kinda creepy, right? Kaya, Lady Shizu looks so beautiful, Haruna said. Now the last thing we must do is to take Shizu-san where Hakuro-san's chosen place is and get Rimuru-sama there as well, Gob said. Why, I got cut off again. Alright, let's go, Haruna said, and they all carried me to the place. On the top of the hill. Ho, you've arrived now, then we will go now. Lady Shizu, wait here until Rimuru-sama arrives and gives us the good news tomorrow, Hakuro said, and they all went and left me alone. Okay, Shizu, stay calm, don't embarrass yourself. Just take it easy. Mother guides me. Hakuro, Kurub and the Goblinas. Hakuro-san, this hiding place is nice, Haruna said. Ho, the one you should thank is Kurub, he's the one who made this fake bush, Hakuro said. Now all that is left is Rimuru-sama, Hakuro said, and patiently wait. On the office of Rimuru. Rimuru-sama, are you busy? Kajin asked me. No, is there something you want to discuss with me, Kajin? I asked while sitting on my chair. Hahaha, there is, Kajin said, but there's something off about it. Oh, what is it? I asked. Can you go to the top of the hill? There's something I want to show you there, Kajin said. Sure, so are we gonna go now? I asked him. Haha, you can go there first, I will follow later, he said. That's kinda weird. Oh, okay, I said. Well, there's nothing I can do here, so maybe I just go there and look what they want to show me. I walked towards the hill and saw all the flowers there. Such a beautiful place, but when I got to the top, Shizu is there and she dresses up. She looks beautiful. My face got really red after seeing her. I know myself that I fell for her a long time ago. I've always looked after her and made sure she's safe. But this time it's kinda different feeling, my heart is beating faster. And then I walked towards her. Oh, Shizu-san, I didn't know you here, I said, keeping my voice sound normal. I just came here as well, she said, but she was acting pretty weird. Oh, I see, can I sit here for the time being? I asked her. It's kinda embarrassing just sit there without asking. So sure, she said. It's nice here, I said, trying to start a conversation. Yes, it is, she said. I can't even look at her straight in the eyes. She's too beautiful. Rimuru-san, I'd like to tell you something, she said. Shizu Pav. Here it is, just stay calm and say it, okay? Stay calm. What is it, Shizu-san? He said. I like to say. That, why am I getting nervous? That? He asked, making me more nervous. Rimuru-san, I said. You what? He replied. I love, like, just use any of them. You, Rimuru-san, I love you for a long time now, I said in a loud voice. Rimuru's Pav. A confession. Wait, is this the reason why Kajin wants me to go here? Gosh, I don't know how to react. This is the first time someone has confessed to me. Damn you, Kajin, why did you do this to me? But I love Shizu too, should I tell her as well? Come on, Rimuru, be a man. Just be calm. Shizu-san, I love you too, I said and held her cheeks. God, I didn't know this was kinda nervous. But I also tell her what I feel, so. Shizu's Pav. He loves me too. I can't believe what I just heard. But when he hold my cheeks I feel something strange. It's like very heartwarming. I felt relief, I feel happy. I look straight to his golden eyes. But for some reason my face is getting closer to his face, it's like my whole body is moving on its own. Rimuru's Pav. My face, why am I getting close to Shizu-san face? Wait, it's like my face is moving on its own. But why? Phew, don't worry master, after you two is close enough I will stop there. Ciel, you're the one doing this? Yes master, it's what I read to one of the manga I read after the confession is a kiss to prove each other's love. Hakuro and the others on the fake bush Kurub make. Ho, such a wonderful scene, Hakuro said. Kaia, go Lady Shizu, just a little more push, Haruna said. Hahaha, such a wonderful view here, Kurub said. As Shizu and Rimuru's lips get even closer, the whiter the eyes of the Goblinas. Oh. Rimuru-sama, Lady Shizu, what are you doing there? Gobta shouted out of nowhere. Nu, the Goblinas said. Both Rimuru and Shizu stop halfway there. And Hakuro, Kurub, Haruna, and the other goblins appear behind Gobta. You ruined everything, Haruna said. Gobta can't say anything because of fear. Come here, Haruna grabs Gobta on the feet and pulls him and the others follow Haruna. Rimuru-sama, help me, Gobta shouted. Shizu's Pav. Why do I feel like I want to kill him myself? Rimuru's Pav. No, you deserve it for ruining my first kiss. Master want me to punish him, myself, Ciel said with murderous intent.